So today I will be talking about Greg Abbott somewhat expanding the medical marijuana program here. It's tough for me to know or to kind of realize, rationalize how they come up with their percentages. To be real, how they come up with what they feel like is helping people, whether they really feel like that. So they added cancer, added PTSD. How cancer wasn't on there originally, crazy, but they added cancer, added PTSD, and now THC concentration can go up to 1%. I don't know what they felt like they're accomplishing. I don't know where, and I've always wondered this, where they find the numbers and the percentages that they implement on these laws and stuff like that. Clearly, like, don't be based off of science or because smoke some 2% weed and see what the effects are. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where they get the basis for a lot of these laws, but at the same time, I feel like it's progress. And it says Abbott has not yet commented on a separate piece of drug policy for therapeutic psychedelics, the psilocybin and MDMA. So I guess at least we're sitting here talking about the fact that they're talking about these things. Usually these are things that Texas won't even address, but at the same time, it's very interesting how they figure out the percentages that's supposed to be that they feel are safe. I haven't heard too much about Kentucky, Shane. I can look it up right quick. I'm going to read a little bit more about Kentucky. I don't like giving any information that I haven't seen about yet. It says that they're looking at expanding theirs and getting it on the bill. But at the same time, I don't want to report on anything that I haven't read on at all yet. I just really, in this episode, want to come on and talk to you guys about Texas a little bit. As you guys see, I'm in a workout outfit. I'm about to go work out here soon, about to go cycle a little bit. But I just saw this news. Also wanted to roll up a little bit before I cycle and kind of just break this down a little bit. Because it is very hard to tell when it's serious, or whether they're doing this, whether he's doing this just to gear up for re-election and stuff like that, to kind of distract all of us from not having a good power grid. And some people are upset about some of the abortion policies that are coming. Some people are very happy about the abortion policies that have just been implemented. So it's very interesting to see when they're playing politics, or when it's actually like legit they're trying to move towards cannabis legalization. Because 0.5 to 0.1% and adding cancer, like, of course cancer should be on there, but adding cancer and PTSD is cool too. But why would there's still almost no justification in the state of Texas to get a medical card rather than just buying off the street. Therefore, it doesn't make me feel like they're really trying, because there would be no benefit at this point to get a medical license. If it's one-to-one CBD products, you go to your local dealer, find something that has legit amounts of CBD or THC in it, and mix it with the illegal CBD product. So I don't understand where they're coming from with these percentages, what these percentages they feel like they help, who they feel like they're benefiting at this point, other than the prison system. So I don't know. But I like to report on progress. I like to report on the conversation being had, because this is a conversation that obviously hasn't been had for like 100 years in Texas. Yeah, Michael, and it's being forced to at this point. Like with Louisiana opening their stuff up, Oklahoma, obviously, New Mexico, like all states bordering Texas are now about to be damn near fully rec legal in the way that Oklahoma has implemented their laws. Therefore, I don't think Texas will have long before they have a choice, if I'm being completely real, especially with the way our mailing system works, how easy it is to mail things through USPS and stuff like that. So, how long they choose here in Texas to not be able to make money and be able to profit off of the product will obviously be up to them. But it's just interesting. It'll be interesting to see as things open up. Nice, Todd. Yeah, see, a lot of people like it for all different types of reasons. I agree with you, Gilberto, but a lot of people don't. Evidently, a lot of people like Hot Wheels and they like the policies that he's implementing. But for me, this is modest to say the least. 0.5 to 1% is as modest as it possibly can be. Razor, yeah, you have to ask people in here because I haven't even partook in Delta 10 yet. But it's very interesting, like I've said over and over again, where they find these percentages. Nice, Michael. That's what's up. I'm about to do a review on some half Delta 8, half CBN, and I think I want to do it. They're really made for sleep, but the product is called like a numb product, and I want to see if it'll help me kind of relax and keep my body numb during a workout also, or a long-term workout. Guys, definitely appreciate you tuning in, smoking with me. As you saw, I was up late night. As some of you guys saw, I was on live. I get on live all the time, but I'm trying to get on here in the mornings. It's afternoon right now, but trying to get on here in the mornings and just let you guys know what's happening. Because even from the outside, it sounds like they're expanding the medical marijuana program, but are they really? Are they really allowing us to partake more in cannabis, to actually be helped more by cannabis in this 0.5 to 0.1%, the incremental change that is really making a difference? I don't know, but I do know that it is at least a step in the right direction, and that's good to see. And I'm very interested to see with this medical marijuana bill increasing. The craziest thing to me is that by increasing this medical marijuana bill, you are admitting the fact that there is medical benefit with THC. And if there is medical benefit in THC, why is it illegal for anybody to possess and truly get in trouble for? I guess the argument could be like Adderall is also in the same category. Like Adderall is a legal substance for some people, but you get arrested for having it without a prescription bottle. So I understand that kind of thought, but at the penalty that comes with marijuana, obviously it simply does not make sense. And the side effects of that versus of these other drugs is because even the other day, an article came out and there was like a young girl that got into some edibles, and then they said they had made her feel pretty much really uncomfortable. So pretty much she got stoned as fuck for 7 hours probably, and then took a nap and then woke up a different kid. But like that girl is okay. Like say that girl got into the packaging for her mom's pills or something like that and ate a bunch of it, that would have been a whole different story, you know? So when we're talking about marijuana, we'll talk about Delta 8, stuff like that. It doesn't really make sense how they're admitting the medical benefits to admitting that it can't help people. And with the PTSD part, a lot of that obviously starts with like veterans and stuff like that. Yeah. Or admitting that it can help veterans and people are still getting in trouble for it. Make it make sense, please. Guys, regardless of what channel you're on, if you're on my Twitch, please follow. If you're on my YouTube, please hit the like button, subscribe. Definitely helps out. I'm definitely going to keep doing these marijuana news ones. Today, this article that I am kind of reporting with was written by Tom Engel, as you can see here, and it is from Marijuana Moment. That is usually my top source for it. I look through the other marijuana news ones, but this one is the one that kind of simplifies and keeps everything dumbed down to where we can all understand it, not just you guys, me too. Because sometimes these weed laws are confusing. I think they're made to be confusing, so a lot of them don't get passed, and so a lot of change doesn't happen in some areas, like in Texas. What's up, Green Fingers? How you doing? Yeah, Michael, definitely. I need somebody really to wear a body GoPro that I can really get good footage of me riding for a vlog. Where I ride on the streets here is not ideal to set up cameras and ride by and stuff. And with the heat, like the extra effort it takes to GoPro, it still exists. It's just in the form of the cannabis library. We talk about a lot of Delta 8 with the Cannabis Roadshow. We're traveling now to legal states and stuff like that. So I just felt like, and we just felt like it would be a better way to be more inclusive and be able to talk about like all subjects. Even with this, like this has nothing to do with CBD, it has nothing to do with hemp. This is the legal cannabis market. And I wanted to be able to give this news and not throw people off to think that we only talk about CBD and we only talk about hemp and stuff like that. I want to give the news for all this type of stuff. Fuck, it said it already feels like 97 outside, dude. I was trying to go like 25 miles on my bike. I don't know. I'm really not hydrated enough. I'm gonna have to fill up this Camelback, but I'm like, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm truly not hydrated enough to go 25 miles right now. But sometimes you have to push yourself, and whose fault is it that I'm not hydrated? It's mine. So fuck me. Sometimes you just gotta push through it. But guys, I definitely appreciate you tuning in. If you like this news content, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. I'm definitely going to try to keep coming out with more news content for you guys. Yeah, Green Fingers. And still, when we're talking about 0.5 to 0.1%, when we're talking about like when the government is arguing about these amounts and these type of stipulations in the laws and stuff like that, that's what makes me think that they really just don't give a fuck and they're trying to just toy with us and act like they're doing some shit in there when they're all just sitting in there smoking weed and playing Xbox.